Guys, what's up? It's me, Cubicraze. Today I am going to do a video on how to solve the Megaminx. So let's get started and scramble it up. Okay, so here's the scrambled Megaminx. Now the first thing that you need to know is that the Megaminx, solving the Megaminx bears much resemblance to solving a 3x3. In fact, it's exactly the same as solving a 3x3 except that it has much more steps. So before anything, we need to see how pieces move on a Megaminx. So as in the 3x3, these are corners, these are edges, and okay. So first off, for example, we need to move this white green edge piece to some other layer. Consider this one. So how will it move? So we can move this here and then this here. So the thing that you have to see here is that you can move the green white edge piece into any layer that you want. So if we want to move this into this layer, we can just move it into one layer and then into the other. So moving of edge pieces need to be practiced on the Megaminx. It needs to be observed, and only after that can you learn the Megaminx. But that will happen with practice. So let's start off with the actual steps. Okay, the first step is the star. Now, I told you that solving the Megaminx bears resemblance to solving the 3x3. Now, what I mean by that is that in the 3x3, the first step that we did was to solve the cross on any side. Okay, so I started off with the white side because I'm not color neutral yet, but on the Megaminx also I will start with the white side. So instead of the 4 pieces in a 3x3, 4 edge pieces or 4 cross pieces, we need 5 cross pieces on the Megaminx. So I find an edge piece, white edge piece, so you can see here. Now I need to pair this up with the green one and then move this over to match with the white. So as you can see, my one star edge is completed. I'll call the star, cross the star here, because it's in the shape of a star. So let's see this one. This contains red, and this red needs to come here along with this. So do this any way you want. Just remember that if you kick out any other edge piece, you need to replace it. You can do this any way you want. Oh, sorry. This needs to go with the blue. So, okay, and then move this down. So 3 of my star edges are complete. Here's another purple. So the purple center is right here. So here it is. And then this one. So again, I repeat, do this any way you want. There's no limitation because there are many 12 faces, exactly 12 faces on the Megaminx. So you can move any edge piece to anywhere and then match this up with that, match this color with the center, and then move this down to match with the white. So I believe you can solve the star if you know how to solve the 3x3. Now let's go on to the next step. So first off, let's see what the next step in the 3x3 is. The next step is to solve these 2 layers simultaneously. That is called the first 2 layers of the F2L. Okay, F2L. So in the Megaminx, as you can see, there are many layers, but we can perform the F12 to fill in these slots right here. So let's do that. In the 3x3 we look for a white corner, then the edge piece, then made the pair, inserted the pair, and that's exactly what we are going to do in the Megaminx. Now if you don't know F12 or have any confusion regarding F12, please click on this link right here, which is my F12 tutorial. You need to have a thorough knowledge and thorough practice of F12 in order to understand Megaminx better. Okay, so first off we look for a white corner, which is right here. Now its corresponding edge would be blue and yellow. Blue and yellow is right here. Now if we find any white corner and we need to make an F12 pair, the two pieces, that is the corner and the edge piece, need to be in the same layer for that purpose. So here the corner is in this layer and the edge is in this layer. I can just move the edge here so that they are in the same layer, or I can move the corner over so that these are in the same layer. I always prefer to move the edge into the layer that the corner is in. Now also note that the F12 pairs that you make can be anywhere on the Megaminx, and then you can move it to the respective slot. So what I mean by that is that if this is a pair and these are the pieces required for making a pair, I can make the pair here only, and not after moving both the pieces to this somewhere in this layer. I can make the pair here and then move this over and insert it. Okay, so that's why I told you that moving the pieces is very essential, because now here in this example you had to know how to move this pair over to here, so and then insert it. So let's do this for another F12 pair. So here I see a white corner, move this up, corresponding edge is red blue is right here, move this in the same layer, again make the edge where it's not supposed to be and move it where it is supposed to be and insert it. So you can also move the two pieces where it is supposed to be and make this and insert it, but I find that way easier and faster. So this is a corner and this is the edge piece. It is where it's supposed to be. Just pair this up, insert it. Now here is another corner, move it up. The corresponding edge will be yellow and purple, which is right here. Move this in the same layer, make the pair and just insert it. Now one last F12 pair left. So the white corner is right here and the edge piece is here. Move this in the same layer. Then okay, so one more thing, like in the 3x3, when you had white in the right side and you needed to form a pair, you needed to have the edge here. So you hide this, move it here, and hide this, and then this is set up. That way you can just do R prime and this will be solved. On the Megaminx, when the white is on the right side, you need to have the edge here. So the edge is here now. I'll just hide this, move the edge here, do R prime to make the edge, and then I'll just insert it. So this is quite easy, not very difficult if you know F12. Okay, so that's it for the second step. Now let's move on to the third step. Okay, so in the third step you can choose any color you want out of all these where you have made two F12 pairs. So you can choose the green, the red, the blue, yellow, purple, anything. I prefer to choose red as its edge pieces are striking and recognition is easy. So any color that you choose, you have to make the star, just like you did for the white one. So you have to find a red edge piece, which is right here. match the color which is along with the red, that is the pink, and then match this red with that. Then look for another red edge piece which is right here, match the second color with the respective center, move it down so that it matches up with the red center. So here, as you can see, I have made the star. Now I'll just insert the F12 pieces pertaining to the red color. So these are these 3 F12 pieces. So find the red corner. The corresponding edge will be yellow and pink. Yellow and pink is right here. So I'll move this edge to the layer in which the corner is, and I'll just make the F12 pair, but this is inserted in the wrong spot. I'll just take it out and insert it in the right spot. Oh, yeah, insert it in the right spot. Okay, now I'll just take another red corner which is right here. So the red edge piece pertaining to this, will be the blue and pink, which is right here. Match it up, insert it. Okay, and the last F12 pair will be, okay, so here's the corner, and the edge piece will be red and green. So red and green, what am I saying? Okay, it will be yellow and green. Yellow and green is right here. So move it in the same layer as the corner. Just make the pair and insert it. Now if you find I'm moving too fast for you, I'm sorry, but you need to know F12 fairly well. And again, you can watch my tutorial. The link will be provided in the description. Okay, now after completing one side that is adjacent to white, you need to complete a side that is adjacent to red. So you can either solve the blue or the green. Just for this tutorial, I'll choose green. So in green, we have to complete the star once again. So the green, find a green edge piece. Here it is. Match the color with this, and the star is completed. Okay, so here we have to insert these 2 green F12 pairs. So here's the green corner, and the edge pertaining to this will be blue and purple, which is right here. Move it in the same layer as the corner, and now if in the 3x3 the white was in the front, you needed to have the edge here so that you could insert it in the pair. So in the Megaminx, if you have white on the front, so if you have green on the front, because the green is the bottom color, then you need to have the corresponding edge piece here, which is right here. So I hide this, bring it here, and then this. So I'll just pair it up, insert it into the correct position. Another green one, and its corresponding edge is right here. Move it in the same layer, hide it, bring it over to its position, and just insert it into the slot. Okay, so after this we need to go on to the side adjacent to the green, that is the purple here. So I need to complete the purple star. The orange and purple edge piece needs to be right here, which is right here. So I match this up with orange and then with purple to complete the purple star. Now the purple F12 pairs once again. So here's the corner, here's the edge piece, move them in the same layer, insert it, another purple corner and the corresponding edge piece, move them in the same layer, hide this, bring them into position, insert it. So purple is done. Now moving on to another adjacent one. Here is the yellow. Now as you can see, we are repeating many of the steps that we did, and that's why Megaminx is exactly like 3x3 but with many repetition of steps. So completing the yellow, we have, okay, done. Now F12 pairs of yellow, here's the corner. Now as most of the Megaminx is done, you need to take care that you do not mess up any of the previous things. So just insert this yellow here in here. Okay, Now the so now the last F12 pair is left. The yellow corner is stuck here. I'll just move it on to the top layer. Make the F12 pair, and this I need to insert here. So to do that, you might have a little difficulty, but here's what you can do. You can just move it over so that any of this does not come into this layer. Move this here, and now you can insert this into here. You can just insert this here, then move it here. If you didn't get that, I'll repeat it again. So for example, you have this pair made and you need to insert it into this position. So what you can do is you can move this like that, so that now you need to put it into this position. Do this and just undo it. Okay, so the yellow is done. Now you need to do the blue. So in the blue, only one F12 pair has to be done. Here's the corner, here's the edge, pair this up. Okay, so now all of the Megaminx is done, and only the last layer is left, which is equivalent to the F12 being completed on the 3x3 and the last layer being left. Okay guys, that's it for the first part of the Megaminx tutorial. The second part of this tutorial, that is the tutorial of the last layer, will be out soon. Feel free to give any suggestions, reviews on my channel or my videos in the comment section below. And thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe.